Welcome all. This year we commemorate 40 years of the Choristers, 40 years since the genesis of QC and 30 years of dinner theater performances. Let's listen in to some of our former and current members as they reflect on their memories throughout the years.
Hi, I'm Sheila Kowalczyk, and I have been a chorister for, I believe, 35 years, about that. And it's my pleasure to come every Sunday night to practice with these lovely bunch of ladies. We did start off with men included, but they seemed to back off when it was harvest season, so we lost the men and became a full ladies group. One of my greatest pleasures in being with the choristers is inviting the young people to join us, and how much I valued their input and their enthusiasm, and how it got us going on a higher level when the young people were with us. I truly believe that the youth of the choristers kept us going many years with just their enthusiasm. I have been very touched by them calling me the chorister mama. And so many of them today, I can walk down the street in Stonewall and I hear, "Hi, Mama." I only have 2 kids and neither one of them call me Mama, so I know it's a chorister. Yeah, so we've had a lot of young people that have gone through our choristers and still maintain calling me Mama. One of my thrills was when Erin Stewart, one chorister, a young lady, sang the Alleluia on Main Street in Corrie days, and I could see her mother leaving her seat and circling the big performing area and coming straight to me, and I thought, why is she coming to me? And she said, "I just wanted to come and thank you for the encouragement you gave to Erin, because she'd never been able to do it if you hadn't encouraged her through choristers." So that really meant a lot. Still, like I said today, the young people come to me on the street, and from all walks of life. They've got children already, teenagers, young married kids they've got already, and they're still calling me Mama. So that really made me feel good. Not to mention that I make the best popcorn, caramel popcorn that they fell in love with too, so that always helped.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Charlotte Peach, and I've been a chorister for 27 years. I first heard of the choristers when they were still a proper choir, and went to several of the concerts at Christmas time and other occasions. But the first dinner theater I remember attending was actually, I think, the second one. And the only memory I have of it, other than it was a really good time and the food was awesome, was a whole auditorium at the Legion filled with white tablecloths and waiters wearing cummerbunds and white shirts and black pants and looking very swish. So I thought, okay, well, we enjoyed the evening. It was wonderful. I thought, I'm going to need a retirement project, because I was coming up to retirement when I was working. And I thought, maybe I'll join the choristers. So I did. And I thought, yeah, this will be fun to do for the next couple of years, Well, as I said, 27 years later, I was still at it. And the other thing that appealed to me was the fact that we, the choristers, supported organizations and projects in the community, either through the production of the shows or donations made from the profits. So that was really appealing to me. But the thing that meant the most to me was being able to be anybody that I wanted to be. But my best character of all was Grandpa. Grandpa sort of emerged as a character when we were doing a Grand Ole Opry set. And he came on at first and just sang Mountain Dew, and told a few dad jokes, and, people liked him and that sort of thing. So he appeared in several sets over the next, I guess, 7 or 8 years. And Grandpa always had Minnie with him, you see, and the two of them would get into adventures. It was truly, truly interesting.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marie Cousins-Craig. In the summer of 1984, Mayor Kroick asked me to organize and direct a mixed voice choir to perform at the official ceremony to mark the opening of Quarry Park. Over 60 performed, but the men waved goodbye. However, after the performance, there were a group of women that met with me with their desire to organize and direct a new women's choir. We first performed at Quarry Days, hence the Quarry Choristers was born. This led to many tours and local concerts, awards provincially, and at the national level in Halifax, Music Fest Canada, 1993, we won the silver medal. Without a doubt, our progress was enhanced by our competent professional accompanist, Lynn Miller. Together, we chose quality repertoire music that would suit our choir. We were a team. The dinner theater performances was a new local experience as well, and showed the versatility of the group. There were fine singers, great actresses, and showed artistic decor as well. The choir members were definitely skilled in many areas, leading to its success. The members of the Quarry Choristers were not only the best-looking group in the Interlake, but they were a group of young and energetic performers that gave me so much joy in my life. Thank you for the great ride. And bon voyage to the second chapter of the Quarry Choristers.
Hi everyone, I'm Laurie Grandmont, and I've had the privilege and pleasure of singing with this wonderful choir for 39 of the 40 years. It all started in June of 1985 when the choir was put together for the opening ceremonies to open our beautiful Quarry Park. And that was underneath the direction of Marie Cousins. There we were, all 53 of us, all dressed in white, standing on a natural limestone platform as our stage and on the edge of the quarry. And it was the windiest day ever at that time in our area. It was there that those white outfits weren't maybe the best of choices because of that wind. And I remember afterwards standing there trying to concentrate on what I had to do with the collar of my dress stuck to the side of my face, which I gave up on trying to lay down. And also remembering when we got finished and going home, and for probably the next week, coughing because of the quarry dust. It was something to behold, let me tell you, but it was such a wonderful experience. We had so much fun putting that together. We asked Marie if she would continue to be our director, and she most graciously said yes. And as they say, the rest is history. Friendships, great music, travel, wonderful stories and memories. Truly, this has been one of my happy places in life. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Diane Miller, and I was there the day of that wind at the Quarry Park opening, but didn't actually start the Choristers until 1986 in January. I joined along with Luella Kohlmeyer and Aileen Tykolis. We had been at a concert after that opening and thought, gee, this looks like a really good group to join. So we all joined together in January. And that same year, the Quarry Chorister name was actually made official. Sharon Matern and I made long skirts, sashes, jabots, and these horrible gold and black blouses that were a nightmare to make. But we got through it, And we wore these things through all our performances and all our touring across Manitoba and into North Dakota. And then later on, once we got started with dinner theater, and a few more sewers came along, like Darlene Malistravich and Bonnie Wallace, and we made everything from flapper skirts to poodle skirts to robes and then into animals and sea creatures and bugs and beetles. It was just amazing and lots of work, but I enjoyed every second of it. And also, through the years, I helped with stage setup and curtains when we were at the Legion. Those curtains were a nightmare sometimes too, but we did it. Everybody pulled together. We always had such a great group of people that pulled together and worked together, and it's still the same. And the ideas that everybody comes up with is just phenomenal.
Hi, my name is Carrie Kinley, and I've been with the Corey Choristers for 21 years now. And I joined in 1988 when we were still just a women's choir. We were under the direction of Marie Cousins at that time, and one of the first songs I remember singing was The Rhythm of Life. It's a really fun song, and I love it, but at the time, I had never heard it before. And I was amazed by just how talented all the girls were singing, and I thought their sight reading abilities are phenomenal. And then I found out later on that they'd been singing the song for years, and it was kind of their signature song, so I was like, whew, thanks. I took several years off when my kids were young, and when I came back, the director was Bonnie Wallace, and at that time they were doing the dinner theater at the Legion. Then when Vena Muldoon took over as our director, we moved to the Quarry Park Heritage Arts Center, and we've been there ever since, and we perform 8 shows every spring of dinner theater. One of my favorite parts of the show is always seeing and hearing the audience when the curtains open up and you hear all the oohs and ahs. And over the years, there's been some absolutely spectacular backgrounds and costumes that the choristers come up with.
Hi, here.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Jamie Yo.
Hi, Jamie. How long have you been with the Corey Choristers?
8 years.
And what is your favorite part about helping?
I have back days. I'm a second member of lines.
Who's your second mom?
I'm Miss Kinley.
Mrs. Kinley.
Yeah.
And you help her with her lines?
She's awesome. I love her so much. She's great. She's always grounding me and.
Hi, my name is Dawn Bork, and I like romantic movies and long walks on the beach. Oh, this is a chorister interview? Okay. Okay, so I started with the choristers 17 years ago. We had moved to Stonewall, and I wanted to make some friends. I saw an ad in the paper, so I joined. At that point, I had never not tucked my kids into bed. They were 2 and 4. And yeah, so that was kind of difficult. It was, you know, you put in a lot of hours. But the first night of performances was just so very memorable, and seeing the audience and feeling them react to us on stage was very, very fun. I really liked that. And so that got me hooked for many years. I think one of my favorite memories was one year we were in jail. We had jail bars, and I pulled them apart and jumped off the front of the stage and ran out the door, came back around.
When we see the smiles on everyone's faces after the show, we know that the audience has had a good time and hopefully enjoyed the clever lines and scripts that we have, and enjoyed the music, and my favorite part, the harmonies. Thanks.
But the camaraderie has been the best thing, and the fun we've had and the laughter we've had at some of the productions, whether it be on stage or off stage. But through the years, it's just been so great to be in a group that love to sing and entertain people. And the money that we've raised for all these people and helped so many community organizations, it's just, I feel blessed and proud of this group of great entertainers all these years. I just love it. Thank you.
One of the reasons that I love staying with this group, mostly the music, but even more so is the sisterhood that this group has. They've brought me through many, many tough years, and I couldn't have done it without them. We have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, and I know I can count on them for anything that I need. And I hope to be here for many more years.
Anyway, I just wanted to thank the choristers for giving me such a wonderful time and such opportunities. And I'd also like to thank all of you out there, the audience that comes every year to support the chorister shows, both at Christmas and in the spring for the dinner theater. And I know that the one we're doing now is going to be just super, as they always are. So thanks again to everyone, and have fun.